Hey, thank you for listening to Behind the Ranks. I'm Victoria.
And I'm Michelle.
And today we have special guests. We wanted to focus on Month of the Military Child. We have dear friend Ashley and Brandon in the studio. So let's just get started. Hey, Ashley, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. Hey, Brandon.
I'm good.
We're so glad that you guys came to join us today in the studio. We get to talk more about life as a military child and your awesome story and everything that you have to offer us. It's going to be awesome to listen to today.
How old are you, Brandon?
I am 9 years old.
Cool. So I have a son named Tucker, actually. I know you have a brother named Tucker. I have a son named Tucker. He'll be 9 in September.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Tucker, we don't get a whole lot of those.
No.
That's a coincidence.
Coincidence.
Yeah, I know. When I saw your Facebook post, I was like, that's so funny. I was like, I have a Tucker too. So Ashley, why don't you start and tell us a little bit about your military background, just...
Yeah, for sure. So I grew up as a military kid. My dad was active duty Navy for most of my childhood and retired when I was in high school. And then I married my husband at 20. And so I joke, say I was a TRICARE dependent for life. I went from one to the other.
I can relate.
Hey, you were a military kid too.
I was.
Lots of military kids in the room today. Not me,
know.
but the rest of you.
So my husband and I got married when I was 20. And so he is active duty Air Force and has been for probably 14 years now. So he was active duty prior to us getting married. We got married mid-move to New Mexico. We went from New Mexico to Texas, California, Nebraska, Ohio, Florida.
Wow.
How fun.
And then now here in Nevada. Yeah, there's a Korea assignment sprinkled in there along with a deployment overseas. And so lots of moves and adventures.
And a lot of new places.
A lot of new
places.
yeah.
And so along the way, we had Brandon and Tucker. And, it just kind of created this fun, adventurous, bit of a nomadic life along the way. So
Absolutely. What's been your favorite place to live so far, Brandon?
My favorite place has been Ohio because they have really good schools and I had really good friends there. But we're hoping to go back sometime soon.
That's awesome. I'm from Ohio, but I haven't lived there in like 18 years. So it's been
that's long.
That's a long time. Maybe 17, but yeah, it's been a long time since I've lived in Ohio, but I still visit because my family's there.
Mm-hmm.
we liked Ohio a lot. It was a fun assignment.
Aw.
We are definitely going back there.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a little bit longer, but that is going to be our landing place when all is said and done.
That's awesome that you know that already.
I was just thinking that.
We're only like 3 years from retirement. We're still like, where are we going?
Oh, we got really lucky. A wonderful neighborhood. We had kids all the same age in the backyards that would play. And I don't know. It was a great assignment. It was a real home kind of feel for us. So
Yeah.
How old is your other son?
he is 5 going on 15.
And very tall.
And very tall. Yeah, that's
He's
fair.
about tall as me.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's so funny.
So what has been your favorite place that you lived in? Ohio as well?
So I really love Ohio in terms of like long-term put your roots down, but I loved New Mexico because my husband and I went from living in separate countries to living under the same roof.
Oh, wow.
And so that was just fun experience for us to get to, learn more about each other and learn more, about what it meant to be married and kind of create this start to a life together, which was really cool. So lots of fun memories there.
Kind of where your military spouse thing started. Like
It
your journey.
is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Transition from military brat to military spouse.
Yeah, it was
different.
It was really cool. It kind of created, kind of the starting path professionally speaking for me for some cool stuff, and just in general, just a really exciting
Nice.
time. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Well, something cool about Brandon is that he likes to bake cookies. And for Valentine's Day, I ordered some cookies from him, and they were delicious, and everybody loved them. And we were like, wow, for the month of military child, it'd be so fun to like talk to Brandon because he's doing something unique and cool. I don't know too many 9-year-olds that bake cookies and offer them for sale.
And bake them so well.
Yes. Like they're so. I know. We'll have to post some of the pictures in our posts and stuff. But yeah, he decorates the cookies really well. I was so shocked. Anyway, so I would like to know more about how that came about.
So when I was young, I wouldn't eat food. I had to have a feeding tube put into me, but then they said I should start getting involved in the kitchen. So we tried baking and cooking. After I started baking, I just really liked it.
Nice.
And that's
so
when I started
fun.
baking, about like whenever I was 6.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he was super underweight as a kid. Had some pretty severe food aversions, and he was in the first percentile on weight. And so we were seeing his developmental pediatrician, and they had said that they were considering putting a feeding tube in him because he was not putting on weight. It was getting to a borderline. We were concerned on a failure to thrive kind of scenario. So they we started going to food therapy, and we were at food therapy 4 days a week. And it was the whole concept of like, okay, have a piece of lunch meat in front of you, then touch the lunch meat, then, smell your finger after you touch the lunch. All this like concept of getting to do it. And through that, they really encouraged us to get him involved in the kitchen. So they said, all right, Brandon, let's go in the kitchen. So we had like little icing bowl scrapers he used to cut the mushrooms with in the kitchen, right? So it's just super kid-safe things that he could get involved with. But he really loved
To bake.
to bake. He did.
That's awesome.
He's my math and science kid, and that's really what baking is.
Right.
Yes.
Until you get to the decorating part, a lot of it is just making sure that you don't miss up the measurements and such. And so he really fell in love with it. And I was a terrible cook at that point in my life, like cook a ham with plastic on it kind of scenario. It was bad news bears. And so I learned along with him, and we really kind of worked together. And it's been something that as a family, even his little brother has started to kind of get involved with. But we do together, and we enjoyed baking. And he kept asking me, Mom, can we have a bakery? I want to own a bakery one day. I want to be a pastry chef. And I was like, all right, let's give it a go and see what happens.
Yeah.
And holy smokes, it keeps us busy. So,
I bet.
Yeah.
Your name is always being like tagged and suggested of bake this and bake that. And that's awesome to see that it's thrived so much. So did that just start here in Nevada then?
It did. So we would always bake, right?
Yeah, we'd always bake. Like every week we get one bake out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We get a bake out. We do
What does a bake out mean? How many?
a
how
bake,
much?
like how much?
Oh, we just bake.
Instead of saying bake, because of the cooking shows talk about you're going to make this bake.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're gonna do a bake out. Well, I wasn't sure
Like
if
a
that
breakout,
meant
but
a
a
certain
bake
amount of cookies. That means we're gonna do 150 cookies.
Oh my
you know?
gosh.
Like, I don't know.
I just have to double the recipe by, I don't know, 2,000.
2,000.
2000. So what's been your favorite thing to bake?
My favorite thing to bake has been lava cakes.
A lava
Fun
cake.
fact, don't use milk chocolate because it's less dense.
Oh.
Wow.
If I ever make a lava cake, I'm going to have to remember that.
Use dark chocolate like it says because it's more dense.
Dark chocolate tastes better.
You just have
too.
to order it first.
There you
What
go.
is your bakery called?
We have Holy Cannoli. Ashley Bakes.
Yeah.
So initially we thought that it was going to be, I got really interested in it too. And I was like, oh, this is going to fizzle out. And so we kind of created this whole branding around, it's going to be Mom's bakery that she's got going on and the kids help out. And Brandon does, 80% of our stuff now, but we haven't gotten around to rebranding stuff yet. So one of these days.
It'll be Holy Cannoli Brandon Bakes.
Yeah.
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 Let's change that last word.
We sure will. We sure will.
What has been the most challenging thing to bake?
I would say macaroons.
Wow.
Because we
have to
found out the outside rim is actually telling you how big it'll get. We thought, we could do a large one, but apparently it'll expand more than we think.
No way.
Yeah.
Dad.
We
They
have
did.
tried and failed at them as well.
But
Yeah.
2 times they've worked, and 2 times I baked them.
Yeah. So
Nice.
what flavors did you make on them last weekend?
So last weekend I made a raspberry and peanut butter flavored macaroon.
Wow.
Macaron, yeah.
And the last one I did, it was just a regular one. Yeah.
He did. He used found a recipe. He got mascarpone cheese, and I didn't even know what that was, but I had to go find it, and
Yes.
so we got it done.
Wow. Well, how did you find your recipes? Are you on Pinterest? What is it?
We have like 20 recipe books.
We did.
Okay.
And
I-
they have a lot of recipes that you could bake.
A few years ago, he had a Nailed It birthday party.
Oh,
right. So that
cool.
TV show on Netflix where we
Yes.
made all these cakes and things, and the kids came in and decorated them.
We
And
made about 20 cakes.
that was a lot of cakes. We won't do that party
so
again.
fun.
Yeah,
We
I
won't do that
know.
party again. That was everyone RSVP'd yes, and
Oh,
so
wow.
we had all the kids there. But he got a bunch of cookbooks that year for Christmas or for his birthday, and so we
I was
just kept
so
them.
happy.
You were so happy.
I'm like, cookbook cookbook, cookbook.
That is amazing.
Like 90% of my birthday presents were cookbooks.
They
That's
sure
how
were.
that's how we ended up with like 50 cookbooks or something.
Yeah.
I love cookbooks too. We have quite a collection of them at our house. Do you have a favorite cookbook?
I'd say it's Steph Goldman book.
Oh,
Yeah, the kid bake one.
That's
They give
cool.
you really good recipes.
Wow. I may have to look into that.
They do. We used part of that for our chocolate chip cookie recipe.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, so have you like made your own recipes? Have you like tried different ones and you thought, you know what? I think this will be better. And you just like made your own Brandon's chocolate chip cookies.
Well, think about the bun cakes you made the other weekend.
Oh yeah, we kind of have because they said make like chocolate or banana flavored or regular. We decided to do like combination of flavors like hazelnut and caramel, but I chose what was it again?
That's what you chose. Hazelnut and caramel.
Yeah,
And you put some salt in.
it was super good, but mine was way thicker because of the caramel, and my mom's was way runnier because of the apple she put in because it had another type of acid in there.
Wow.
I didn't even know that, Brandon.
you're teaching us so
He was
much
like
today.
he was like watching you do it and he's like, I wouldn't do that.
I
Probably.
would though, because they rose a lot because there was 2 acids.
Wow.
Okay.
Having like a
would not-
science
Edible
lesson
acids.
slash
It's
baking.
edible acids.
Yeah, we're thriving in remote learning, y'all.
Yeah. I was like, well, it sounds like he knows how it like interacts when he bakes it. That's so cool.
And I'm thinking like, where can we sign up for lessons?
Right?
Brandon, you going to teach baking lessons?
That's a good idea.
I'm probably going to make like, I might make myself a big shop. That way half of it's doing lessons and half of it's just doing the bakery part.
Oh, that's
maybe.
exciting.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You got lots of time to figure that one out.
Yeah, I
You could stay
know.
9 forever. That'd be great.
Yes.
Hey, the older I get, the more I'm going to learn.
Okay. Fair enough, Brandon. Fair enough.
Give you a fair point.
So is that your life goal to have a bakery then?
Mm-hmm.
And where do you want to have this bakery? Do you know?
Near the school, there's an open patch of area. Nothing's there. So, in Las Vegas school, there's a ginormous open patch. Nothing's there. So I'm hoping to build my bakery there.
Nice.
That would be great. We will go there and we will buy all the cookies and macarons and lava cakes and
All the things.
take lessons.
I know.
I think Mom could use a few of those lessons, apparently. Oh, yeah. No, it's definitely fun. It's been something really good for us this year. We really kind of started selling this year, but like I said, we've been doing it for a while. But with the remote learning and the pandemic and everything going on, I went from working 70 hours a week in a corporate setting to working from home, being home with the kids as we PCS'd. And then now I work fully remotely in a position. And so
Can I get it?
it's been really good for us to have something we can do together and kind of keep us busy. And as he's trying, as a military kid moving into a new town and not really having those friends and not being in-person school, we got to get creative as to how he's interacting with people. So baking's been one really fun thing. He's met a couple cool kids through that.
How long
Yes,
have
I
you guys been here in Vegas then?
We moved here
About a year ago.
almost. Yeah, we moved here last July.
Okay. Almost a year.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Yeah, sounded like you just hit the ground running. That's what
We did. We did. We don't sit still well.
No, we didn't start immediately when I got here. It took us a few months to get up and running.
It did take a
It
little
took
bit.
a few months for people to actually start seeing our channel and
Yeah.
starting to get there. But as soon as the word got out to other people, we are now having orders like every 2 days.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And someone ordered a ginormous Star Wars cake
They
that my
did.
mom made. It was like way above my mom's skill level.
It was.
They were asking like they were asking for like a ginormous stormtrooper cake.
Oh my gosh, my kids love Star Wars.
I do too.
I may need that cake.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna take that one on again.
I might.
You might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet she nailed it though.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure because I didn't see the finished project.
Yeah, it went out the door this morning. The customers were happy, so that was good.
That's-
Mom just
That's all you need.
That took my mom about like she had a lot of work to do, and then she didn't do it till like the last time in a minute.
Yeah, sometimes with cakes, you got to wait till the last minute, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
That way it's fresh.
Yeah.
Nobody wants stale cake.
No.
No, that's not tasty.
Stealth cake?
Stale. That's why you made those cookies this morning, right? So
Oh,
they were
yeah.
fresh.
Yeah, we were.
I could have made them last night. I could have made 100 of them.
Yeah, 100 of them.
I could have quadrupled the batter.
We were gifted
fair.
a nice box of chocolate chip cookies today in the studio. Can't wait to try those.
I know. We'll just have you as a guest every once in a while.
I know, we need some more because
We don't bother that.
So you mentioned people seeing your channel. What do you mean by channel?
I have a YouTube channel, and my mom has a channel on Facebook.
And on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on Brandon's
Wow.
YouTube, what are you doing on your YouTube, Brandon?
I do bakes, and I show them how to do it, and then we see what happens.
That is so cool.
The lava cake we went into, like, it was perfect. The first time I made the lava cake there.
It was
on the video.
perfect. You
Like,
did
you
a
cut
great job.
into it, you just see a river of lava.
Wow.
Like, you combine the chocolate with a chocolate cake batter, and then you, like, mix in the chocolate with it by folding it.
Wow.
And you only need 2 tablespoons of flour because you don't want them to combine.
That is true. But dark chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Dark chocolate.
Milk chocolate, you kind of got to pour it in, add the flour, do a mix, and put it in.
Wow.
But he does these YouTube videos, and then we'll send it to his teacher, and he shares it with his class and all
That
that
is
fun
so
stuff.
I also
fun.
made a seed cake, which
Did make a sea cake.
What's a sea cake?
where you have
a-
like an ocean color, and you put one more drop in the batter each time. That way you don't have to get 4 separate bowls. That way it's not 4 times to work on.
I'm gonna have to
dishes.
watch. I was gonna have to watch. have to watch that video.
Yeah. He did. He made a cake of like darker colors going to lighter colors, and
Oh,
I
I
was
see.
up to my eyeballs in work, and I said, "Go make a cake if you want to make a cake." And he went in and created this beautiful cake all on his own, which was really
Wow.
cool. Yeah.
So cool.
Amazing.
Would it be okay if we shared your YouTube channel with all of our listeners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You good with that?
I'm fine with that. The wind.
Yeah.
I think that's a
It's a
plane.
jet right now.
Oh, jet. Well,
Yeah, we're
still.
we're super close to the base here in the studio, so we
Oh,
get to
my
hear the
dad
jets.
goes to the base.
Yeah.
Must be the Thunderbirds doing their thing.
Well, I think it's red flag and all that stuff's going on. So it's a
Yeah.
noisy day here close to the Air Force Base.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Do you know what your dad does at the base?
So once I'm not quite sure.
That's okay. Sometimes we don't know.
Dad's a project
Yeah.
manager.
All right.
Project manager?
Dad,
I'm like a project manager too.
yeah.
You take on all these
Yeah.
baking projects and science
Oh
projects.
yeah, I can
so
do I can do I don't know when. I can do 'em sometime.
Sometimes a little less often now that school is going back in session.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is my last week till spring break,
Mm-hmm.
and then and on that week I'm free the whole week. So orders, just
Yeah.
orders.
You're like,
orders, just
Yeah.
orders coming in.
yeah, place your order while I'm on spring break.
You're open for business.
As soon
right?
as I'm on summer break, we're gonna start getting a lot more orders because
Maybe.
everybody's gonna be out and we're out, and they know we have more time, and now we're just gonna be packed with orders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
we will
so.
find free time. Like we'll send some days like we can't do deliveries.
Yeah.
in the
I think your
summer.
football coach wouldn't appreciate you having to leave football practice for deliveries.
How about we do like Tuesdays and Thursdays if you can't do them in December?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because then
so
you
smart.
got football, and then you gotta be pressured to finish it that day.
Oh, okay.
That's amazing.
So do you manage your orders and schedule too, or is that mom's job?
My mom does like delivering them, but I do most of the bakes.
It's true. Every now and again, mom will do her own order, but usually all of our orders are like at least 50-50 where we work together. Sometimes it's a little more 80 Brandon, 20 mom.
Yeah.
But
Or sometimes it's all Brandon.
sometimes it's all Brandon. They are. He made an order of cookies for a classroom here that were shaped like books.
Oh, that's so fun.
So he made a bunch of
Yeah.
them for kids.
For like reading week or
100%
something?
me.
100. They were 100% you.
Like you would do like 5% of getting it defrosted and cut it out.
I did. Yeah, but you did all the rest of it. So
Amazing.
yeah, so we work on them together, but he
took
does
all
most of
day.
They did take all day.
So cute.
So it sounds like you guys have been really busy then since opening up the bakery here
Yeah.
in Nevada, and aren't having a problem getting all those orders in.
I also take cookies to my teacher.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
And after
I would love to be your
and
teacher.
after spring break, she's gonna have a lot more cookies because we're in person.
She's going to be so excited.
In person, cookies. Here you go, cookies.
I think Dad's work got
No
tired of
delivery
taking them
fee.
after a while. It was cute for the first 3 or 4 weeks, and then his work was like, well, every week?
We're not going to pass our PT test anymore.
Right.
We're not gonna eat 100 cookies in 5 weeks.
That's true. So it was fun. It's been busy for sure, but it's been good.
Yeah.
You know, in that whole process of moving and, you know, trying to settle into a new location and the rest of it, I feel like something to keep them busy when they can't be in person in school has been really important for
As
them.
soon as I'm in person in school, I'm gonna bring myself a notebook and paper and pencil
Oh, man. That's a good plan.
and laptop.
And a laptop. Yeah.
They're gonna
that's
give
fair.
me a Chromebook.
Yeah? School's changed quite a bit since I went to school.
I know.
Yeah.
It has.
Yeah, for sure.
It sure has.
Well, what's like the next step then for your baking journey? Are you just going to continue doing orders or?
I'm probably gonna start trying to make my own recipes.
That's exciting.
We'll see if it
Oh,
works.
that's a great idea.
We could try making our own recipe and see if it works.
You can make your own cookbook even.
Oh.
But we need to make sure they taste good.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
you definitely got to taste them.
Yeah, get some quality control in there,
Yes.
huh? I think your dad and your little brother are pretty good with that.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so he's got his eyes set on one day doing kids baking championships. So he's
Whoa.
tried out for that. So we'll see, huh?
So what's the process of trying out for that? Can you describe that a little bit?
So
or
first they have to actually start looking at what you're baking. That's the first step.
So they
Which,
look at your
like-
website or?
Yeah, they look at your website, but there's hundreds of thousands they do.
Wow.
But the second step is getting reviewed, which kind of limits it down to about 100 kids probably.
Probably. So
And then the third step's actually getting to what was that last step?
what is that last step? Then they just have to decide at some point.
Yeah, and then they have to choose.
Yeah.
But the results don't come out till summer. That's all we know.
Yeah. So,
And if you make it in,
You get to be on the show?
every week they do it.
That's amazing.
do you
But
have,
it takes them 3 days actually, because they have to do the bake and get everything ready and get all the kitchen stuff ready and get everything good.
those
get the
pesky child labor
recipes.
laws, huh?
But whenever they do the bake, they actually they cut it down to the parts where they're actually baking it. So whenever they're in the oven, they fast forward
Okay.
on it. That way you're not just waiting
yeah, that'd be a really long show.
yeah.
And for the finale, they cut it down a lot.
I'm sure they have
Maybe
to.
5 hours. It's be 5
Right.
hours sitting in front of TV whoa.
Yeah, so we made a whole video. We drove around Las Vegas and took little videos together for it in front of the Las Vegas sign and all the rest of it. And
Somehow we
Oh,
got
so that was part of the audition then? You do
Yeah.
do a video saying who you are and
and where you live, how old are you,
told him a
what
joke.
happened.
yeah.
What was it? Why did the fisherman put the peanut butter in the ocean?
Catch a jellyfish.
The
that's a good one.
jellyfish.
I'm going to have to remember that one.
That was a good one
That
though.
was a good one.
Love it.
Do you have to actually send them anything to taste test, or is it just all based on the videos?
Based on the videos.
Yeah.
We could
based on the
taste
video.
test for you.
Yes.
Yeah, he did good. We sent in some pictures of some stuff and all sorts of fun stuff. So he had been bugging me for a couple of years about it. And I was like, fine, here you go. Let's try it. So we
That's
gave it
amazing.
a go.
Remind me again when he started baking, how old he was?
He was probably 4.5 when we started
That's crazy.
cooking and baking. It
I was
you know,
thinking this was only maybe a year ago or something. That's amazing that he's
no.
come. Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. Also, just physically to see how much he's grown into himself, gone from being from that to now he plays tackle football. You know,
awesome.
when he was 4, there's no chance I would have, my current 5, he's 5, but he started at 4, plays football as well. He plays tackle football. There's no way we would have put Brandon in that little because he was just so tiny.
Yeah.
And now he, plays center and he does really well. And
Yeah.
it's cool.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is football your favorite sport then?
Yes, it is.
Do you
Favorite sport right now.
Do you like to watch it on TV too?
Yeah, I'm trying to rewatch the Super Bowl because we didn't get all the quarters because my mom accidentally missed the time.
Yeah, that must be time difference.
My mom.
Let me just sum up the
Florida.
game for you.
It was in Florida at 3,
Yeah.
but my mom at 6, and my mom thought, oh, it's 6 at our time.
No, I thought we
That's
started
hard.
really later. It's okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't really worth watching. But who were you cheering for? That's
I was cheering for the winning. I was
For the winning team, huh?
That's how Mom watches football too.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Let's just say you were cheering for the Chiefs, then we can stay friends.
I was. I'm like,
There we
which
go.
team is that again?
Oh my goodness.
We didn't know much about football when we came out here. We just on a whim decided the kids needed something to do when we moved here, and so we signed both the boys up
In Ohio.
when we still lived in Ohio.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
for a team out here. So we moved here on a Monday, and on Tuesday they started practice.
Oh,
And-
wow.
Yeah. Lesson learned. Next time you sign your kids up for something, ask about time commitments before doing
No,
it.
Mom. But remember, we didn't actually start going to football until like 3 weeks later.
No, it was like 3 days, dude.
I
house was still in
got the
boxes.
weekend days.
Wow.
But-
There was like a tower of boxes that was taller than me.
Yeah.
Right.
We're
And I'm
not-
like,
I could just picture your mom trying to open the box that has all your football stuff in it. You're like, okay, which box was that?
Which
You know?
box was it? I know. It
we
was.
had like 100 boxes. We had to get the largest truck that was on sale.
We had to move ourselves because of the pandemic
Yeah.
and the timing on the move and the rest of it.
Woo.
A cross country move with 2 kids and 2 dogs and 2 cars and a moving truck. Was,
Wait, dogs were in the moving truck.
no, they were in the car.
they were in the beep beep car.
Oh my goodness.
We're
So
gonna have
you
it.
drove all the way from Ohio. Is that what? Right. Okay.
But we
We
stopped at
sure did.
hotels.
Yeah, we recruited some help of some grandparents along the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the trucks and the kids and the dogs
Yeah,
and
it's a lot.
it was a lot. It
Yeah.
was our first and I can confidently say our last Diddy
Full
move.
Diddy.
Yep, absolutely. I rather liked sitting on my couch and watching everybody else pack around me. So, Dad got back from a deployment like a week before we moved, and
Oh
so
my.
he got back and did his out processing. We were boxing stuff up, and then we got out and went.
Yes, he did.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Well, then I want to know more about, so Brandon, like when your dad is gone and he's deployed and stuff, like what do you do to stay connected with your dad and stuff?
I use like an app called Marco Polo, or I do or I chat with him, or I call him whenever he's free.
Nice.
yeah. We've been really lucky. Dad takes a lot of work trips.
Yes, he does.
I think a couple of years ago, he was, if we counted it, something like 37 or 38 work trips in a year, right? Where he was gone
Yeah,
on
that's a lot.
TDYs and things. And so it was really great because he had the ability to call him when he was on a lot of those trips. Deployments aren't quite as easy, but
Yeah.
Trips are,
the trips are. But
Yeah.
Dad's goes sometimes for like 6 months at a time.
and sometimes he leaves for like 4 years or
It's true.
Wow.
That's true.
better jet.
Well, so you remember the one time when he was gone for like the whole year?
Yeah,
You
he
remember
was
that?
like, he came back like, I'd say about like 30 days after 4th of July somewhere.
Okay. So did he miss like every holiday and your birthday or?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Like my birthday's on September, but
Oh,
he
okay.
left it like in,
He was Christmas that year because that
Yeah.
year was just you and me for Christmas. But
he left about like on October. So
he did. Yeah. He was home for your birthday, but
Yeah.
that was a nice piece. His
Yeah.
his whatever it's called in the middle.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it.
now I'm
His
drawing a
Air
blank.
Force.
You
Oh, like the break in the middle. Like
Yeah.
there's a,
What is that called now?
R&R. No, R&R?
R&R's at the end. Is that considered in the middle too?
Oh my gosh.
No,
I can't believe
yeah.
what it was called.
I'm
I was
not
so excited when
sure.
it happened.
None of us are
You're
military
asking me and
spouses.
I don't know. You're asking me and I don't know.
I got nothing. I have no idea.
Either do I.
Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. It's gonna hit me later.
I know. I'm gonna as soon as I get in my car, I'm gonna be like, that was the name
30
of it.
days, they come home.
Yes. You get 30 days to leave in the middle. I know, it's gonna bug me.
I'm just thinking about the cookies. That's why.
I know. That's fair. But yeah, we he came home for in the middle, but otherwise missed Christmas and piano recitals. And
Well,
some
what
of
did
that
you guys
stuff.
do? What did you guys do when he came back in that?
Mid-tour.
There it is.
Mid-tour.
What in the world is a mid-tour?
Mid-tour.
A mid-core?
Yeah, that was when Daddy came home in the middle when he came home. And do you remember where we went?
Las Vegas?
No, this was way before Las Vegas.
Disney.
Right. So
Disney World.
It sure was Disney.
that's awesome.
We're going to Disney this week.
I'm so
We
jealous.
leave on Tuesday.
Exciting. We went for Thanksgiving, and that was
Yeah.
really
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Super
It was
fun.
like we went to Star Wars section. Me and my dad literally destroyed the guys there.
Yeah.
Like I was the gunner. I'm just like pew pew pew
That
shooting
Millennium
everything.
Falcon ride, right?
Yeah, I just see anything I see was down,
Yeah.
down.
That was cool, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just I'm a horrible flyer. Remember how many times I ran into the walls? I'm like up is down and down is up, side is this way, side is left.
Yeah.
Left is right is left, up is down is up.
That
What?
sounds too confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's fair.
Northwest is
I mean, I
east,
can hardly
west, and
walk in a straight line most
Right.
days. So
Right.
you want me
Yeah.
to? Yeah.
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 I think
These
my
are-
kids did the you hit the button when it lights up, and so that's what they did.
They
Like,
did
the
the
button
okay,
one.
it's lit up. Let me
And
press
I
it now.
still had to help them. I was like, no, it's lit. I had to help them shoot
I
the bad guys. It was crazy.
I bombed something under us. I think it was the train. We were supposed to catch it
Right.
whenever we were there. But me and Dad, I asked him, like, what does this button do? We blew it up, and I'm like, let's not do that next time.
That
Oh,
sounds so
man.
fun.
Yeah. But he's my good helper when Dad's gone. He
good.
definitely helps out with around the house and
I'm going to Disney World again someday.
go to Disney World again.
You gotta
Absolutely.
you gotta earn the allowance to go.
Yeah.
Keep helping mom out around the house, right?
Yeah.
That's so important to help
Or I
out.
guess if your cookies are successful.
Anyway,
enough,
there you go. The,
Like,
the cookies will just
yes.
make a thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Enough cookie orders, you can pay your own way to Disney
Yeah.
and maybe take mom with you too.
Maybe.
Maybe it could just be me and Mom and we both go on a slinky ride.
On the
Aw,
slinky
I love the
ride.
slinky
Your
ride.
cousin hated that ride.
Slinky
Cousin
ride.
Sophia was not on board with that.
What happened though?
She just was not loving it.
Was she screaming the whole time?
She sure was. Could have been on America's Funniest Home Videos, kind of screaming.
So funny.
What it on America's Funniest Video he said, "I'm sorry," and he's like, "No, you're not sorry."
Yeah, that's probably what Sophia did too.
Next time, if you hear me start yelling, just take a video. I'm like,
Oh, man.
You know, Brandon, I was wondering, so like, how did you, I don't know, I mean, it kind of sounds like all this baking stuff is just something that you love to do. So you're like, oh, and your mom is so helpful and like helps you run a business side of it. I guess what would you tell other kids who are maybe thinking of doing something similar? Or maybe they want to have a lemonade stand, or maybe they want to, I don't know, they want to do something cool like you. Do you have advice for other kids?
So if you do it, you don't have to be nervous because all bakeries sometimes make mistakes.
That is so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That is
So
awesome.
at first you're not going to be very successful, but at my first time, I somehow forgot the flour, sugar, eggs, and vanilla extract.
Oh man.
Oh, what kind of cookies did you make?
They looked like, I'm like, why does this look like biscuit dough? I'm like, wait, I forgot all the wet ingredients.
Aw. You know,
That's great advice. Great advice to adults.
No, let me write that down. This is great advice.
Double check
It's
your
okay.
recipe before you put the ingredients in.
generous.
Because you're just like, oh, I'll remember it off the top of the head. And you're like, 1 pound of sugar, 29 cups of flour.
That would be a
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it wouldn't go because you can't put 1 pound of sugar in our mixer bowl. It has probably like,
A lot of, you would need a really big bowl. Yeah.
we have it. I made like 3 pounds of icing.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah, we did upgrade the mixer after the
I
Christmas
bet.
debacle of breaking our
I
KitchenAid.
bet.
What happened though? We broke it?
We did break it.
How?
We used it too much.
Wow.
We made too much
We
bread.
made too much. Yeah.
My mom was like, the first time my mom made bread, somehow one of her bread turned into like rock. Like we tried smashing it on the counter. Apparently,
It did.
Apparently
We did.
it
We
didn't-
spiked it on the back patio to see what would it didn't break, guys.
yeah.
We didn't want
Apparently,
it.
instead of the bread breaking, it kind of like made a little dent in the. We're like, this is the hardest bread. We're like, would a rock with this? Would a rock with it?
So Brandon, what about big dreams? You always talk about having these big dreams at home and things you want to do when you get older. What do you tell other kids that have big dreams?
If you have big dreams, just go for it. Don't be scared.
That's awesome.
Aw.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy. Just go for it.
Just go for it.
It's not that easy though. You gotta get some practice in.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
practice.
Get some practice.
And you probably need somebody like really helpful, like your mom. Your mom is super helpful.
Yeah, but I actually started mom making baking.
He did.
That's right.
yeah.
So there's
So
teamwork in it, right?
Yeah.
And maybe you
At first, my mom
encouraged
was
your
good.
mom too.
At first, my mom used to help me a lot, but now I'm making cakes by myself.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I need a burp.
Okay.
You have great manners.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, at least it wasn't the other end.
It's the best part about kids. I love kids. You never know what they're going to say or do, but that's what makes you guys so much fun.
Right?
Oh my.
Right.
So much fun.
Right.
You
No,
remind me a lot of my son.
Well, that's such great advice and great big dreams. Any other big dreams? Any other words of encouragement to other military kiddos?
If whenever you move, you might want to keep on in contact.
Yeah.
That way you still can have them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still have all your friends from Ohio?
Yeah. We could call Zane, Fred, Little Jonah, Big Jonah.
You got all their contact info, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's important though when you move, huh? What about when you make new friends?
Whenever you make new friends, have fun while you do.
Have fun while you do it.
Yeah.
Mhm, because like your employment.
Aw.
But we're hoping to return to Ohio. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
That's right now our forever home because it gets really nice and warm. You could pull out the sprinklers and play with it. Or you could like fly a kite because it doesn't get super duper windy.
Yeah.
Like during thunderstorms, then it's way more windier.
I bet.
You're going to have so
And
many.
in Christmas, you actually get snow.
You do get snow.
There's actual
I
snow.
know.
No, Mom's not,
Not
sad
fake
at missing
snow.
that.
I know, right?
Not
Yeah.
fake snow.
Not
you
fake
just,
snow.
You just get some cushion out of the couch and you just sprinkle it all over the floor. It snowed! But why is it on the furniture? It must have melted away.
I bet you're going to have so many friends by the time you move back to Ohio, right?
Yeah, I already have a whole team of friends.
A whole team of them.
Oh,
Do you
That
think?
play football.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I was gonna ask how do you make new friends? Like say you go to the park. How do you make new friends?
I go to the park or I'm going to meet them at school because I know one of them, his name is Jet, and he lives in the exact same neighborhood.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Go out and ride his bike to find friends, and
Yeah.
then you made
And
friends.
then you're like, hi, I want to be your friend.
No, we just played around.
You just play and it's like a mutual thing.
It's just immediate.
Yeah.
Kids are just like immediate friends.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
We
we're
coexisted
friends
for 3
now,
seconds,
so-
so now
Yeah,
we
I
are
know.
absolutely
Best
friends,
friends.
for life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
I'll see you
love it.
tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride my bike tomorrow. I better see you out here.
It's a cool, resilient thing, I feel like, with
Exactly.
military kids.
Absolutely.
You know, so just find friends super quickly or, you know, do
What's your-
football.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about being a military kid? Is it making all those new friends?
It's kind of like getting to see new places
Yeah.
because, like, every employment usually is somewhere new.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's
Aw.
true. Do you know how many places you've lived?
900
900. It seems like it, right?
every day we move.
That
It
would be a
does.
lot.
It's been a lot. That's fair. It's been a lot. This is his 3rd elementary school,
Wow.
and he's in 4th grade. So,
When is it?
you have only stayed at one school for 2 years.
Will you hear me?
Yeah. So, you were born where?
Texas,
Okay. And then we went to California. And then where we went after that?
New Mexico,
No. Nebraska?
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Oh, Nebraska.
And then we went to your favorite place?
Oh, hi. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
hi. Oh, hi. Oh.
and then we came here. We went home for a little while Dad was in some training.
Yeah.
We went back to Florida and we spent 4 months, I think, when our little brother was just born.
Oh, wow.
No,
So,
I think it was about like 5.5 probably.
I don't know. Probably.
So
I don't know.
So I have to ask, if you love Ohio so much, are you Buckeyes fans?
Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio. I love it there.
No, who's your football favorite?
Badger.
You're on the Badgers, but who's your favorite team to watch?
Florida State.
Florida State.
I had a shirt on. I had a shirt on yesterday. Had Florida State symbol, and it said Florida State on the sleeves.
Yeah, our Mimi is a big Alabama fan.
Oh, yeah.
And so when Tucker was a little guy, he used to say, when they said, like, what does elephant say? He would say, roll tide. And we finally fixed that issue, but it took a minute there. She got that one instilled.
That's
What
so
happened?
funny.
When Tucker used to say elephant said roll tide.
That's
What
hilarious.
does that mean?
That's the like what you say when you're an Alabama fan, because their mascot is
Roll
an
Tide.
elephant.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Roll tide, everything. Roll tide.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
maybe-
not rolled. It's okay. You don't need to know that because we're Florida State fans.
That's weird.
It is weird, right? That's fair.
Florida.
Maybe once you go back to Ohio, you'll become Buckeyes fans.
I'm not sure about that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We saw some of the local Dayton. What was it? Dayton Dragons games. We went to baseball games.
Baseball game?
Yeah. Yeah. So we did some cool stuff
It
there.
was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
That's so fun.
So you like moving?
No.
No. But you like seeing new places.
Yes, but I don't like moving because
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work and gets a little boring if it's a long drive.
That's fair.
It's just like a...
If only people could see you right now.
I know. It was a long drive.
Yeah.
I know, I'm like, excuse me, how much longer till we're at this hotel so
I
I can
know.
lie on my bed and actually watch some TV?
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't have Netflix installed on my phone yet.
Yeah.
I do now, but I didn't earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just want to watch some TV.
Mm-hmm.
Some real TV.
Yeah. Then you're stuck with conversation
but
with
we-
mom and
but
Nana
we
instead.
But we didn't have a TV till like the second week when we were here.
Took a minute, huh?
Yeah, so that's why you guys let us I used to watch Amazon Prime, just try to fill in the TV. And as soon as TV is on, I'm like, Prime Videos, no thanks. TV, yes.
So
I'm
funny.
so much happier. I have Netflix on my phone and Hulu. So I
Yeah.
can watch AFV, America's Funniest Home Videos.
It
That's a
is
good
funny. I know.
I saw a really funny video. It's where they said it was a rooster chase because the rooster was running at a little girl and it's just like
I would be so scared if you chased by a rooster.
She's every quarter, the rooster's just running bark, 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 bark.
Oh gosh.
I'm
sounds
not
terrible.
gonna say what episode it is. I'm not gonna say how it ends, but
No.
it ends
You gotta
funny.
go find it, huh?
I know.
AFV on
Gotta
Hulu.
I would be
watch all of
surprised if
them.
he was season 3, episode 4.
He would be my kid
Yeah.
to do that.
That's all right.
Oh goodness. Well, gosh, I guess I don't know. Do you have any more questions for?
I have one more question for you
Yeah.
because I always tell my kids this and ask them if they're gonna bake, you have to clean the kitchen. So do you clean up after yourself when you're baking?
You gotta use words because I can't see your hand movement.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. That's a big rule in our house.
But sometimes I'm at the time limit and I have to get that done because then I have to get up to school.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, there's
That's
exceptions.
just sometimes.
Yeah. That's exceptions. I get it. I get it. But
Mom is not in the business of cleaning up food dye. So,
Yeah. Do not try to put food dye in fondant without gloves.
Oh, that was a bad choice, wasn't it?
Yeah, the last time it took Mom 5 days to get the blue dye out
so you're
of
like a
the
Smurf.
I was.
You could be a Hulk if you used green.
Right?
Or you,
Halloween is covered now, y'all.
or you put green dye in your hair and you're like, look at my green hair.
That's fair.
And you're and then you hide and your friend's like, why is that grass super green?
Oh, that's so funny.
He does so. He takes his time and he watches videos on YouTube to figure out how to do them, and then he is responsible to make his own grocery lists and all of the stuff along with it. So at first, Mom helped a lot with that, but now
After a while, I did it all by myself.
That's great.
Next, you'll just be doing your own shopping. And
Yeah, next time,
Get your own
soon as
credit
I'm
card.
old enough to go, soon as I'm old enough to go in the store, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna grab all these ingredients, go home, bake it, then come back, then, boom, done.
no, you're gonna stay 9 forever, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna turn 10 in about a few months.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't keep me 9 forever. Woo woo!
he's like way too excited to grow up. No,
Oh my gosh, not yet.
I'm
Pull it back,
excited.
pull it back.
I'm excited to be a teen.
Are you?
Mhm.
Be a good example for your little brother.
Yeah, I want to be a teen too. That way I can hike.
Oh yeah. I won't let you hike by yourself. Sorry, dude.
Aw. Yeah, whenever I'm 13, we're gonna have a different talk about that.
Oh, are we? I'm so.
You come back and talk to us after that one, okay?
After I'm 13, I'm gonna be like, I'm old enough to go hike by myself, so I'll be back. Bye. See you in a day.
Oh my goodness, Brandon. You're so funny. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to see. I don't know, Brandon. Do you want to say anything like a lasting impression for any of our listeners, or do you want to do like our outro? I'll play our music if you want, and you could just tell our listeners. I don't know, to watch you on YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah.
Anything else on your part, Ashley, to share?
No, I'm so glad that you guys had us out here. This has been such a wild journey for him to be able to be a part of it and to be able to, going from him saying he wants to bake some cookies to, being able to effectively cook and bake far better than Mom will ever be able to. It's been really cool to see as a parent. You want to see your kids thrive in something, and as a military family, it's just been something really good for us to do together. And sometimes it's hard when you don't live in your family and you don't have relatives and that support structure and the rest of it. And so to have something that he can be really excited about it's a really cool experience. So so this has been a lot of fun. We've been really glad to come out and do it. And
It sounds so fun.
We have.
And I'm a fan.
So
I'm a
much
Brandon
fun.
fan.
I'm an even bigger fan now. It was awesome to get to meet you and chat, and maybe you'll come back in
You're
studio
such a
one day.
personality.
A
Yes.
video or a video?
Oh, you can come back one day and do it. We could turn on the video cameras and we can
video
talk
one
and
day.
video.
Yeah, maybe I could do a bake here.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you're gonna bake out here though.
Maybe we'll come
I
to
know.
you.
Oh,
Oh
that
yeah,
might be a
that'd
good
be
idea.
better because we have like 29 pounds of like
Oh, yeah.
baking stuff in the
Yeah.
closet.
We'll definitely come to you.
Like when we leave, we're probably gonna have to leave by like 29,000 pounds, probably.
Yeah, our weight limit's going to be a little higher this time around, I think.
Wow, that is so funny.
All right, what do you
I
want
know,
to say to those kids, Brandon?
What?
All the kids that are listening.
Oh, don't fear to do big stuff.
That is
awesome.
so great,
That's the best
Brandon.
advice. Thank you for sharing that.
I know. Gosh, thank you so much for being here in the studio, guys. And we're going to wrap it up. I don't know. I've just had so much fun.
I know, this is great. It's so cool not to just hear, our stories and listen to what it's like living behind the ranks as a military spouse, but as a military kid, they serve
Yes.
too.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just loved hearing like from their lens, this is how they see the world. And Brandon, you're doing such an amazing job. So thank you so much, you guys. And I'm Victoria. I'm
Michelle.
So thank you so much. You guys want to say bye?
Bye. Don't fear to go against big challenges.
You're
Awesome.
amazing.